40 seconds. It's a good thing. Hi, if you're here early, we're just trying to figure this out. So we figured out that our shirts are backwards, and I don't see how to fix that in YouTube. Is this my mic? I muted myself. What's that do? I don't know what that does. Chime in and let us know when you're on and watching. I guess I can't do nothing. Okay, well, I guess that's that. Just talk. It's okay. No one's watching it.
If you need anything, just text me.
Thank you. That's our sommelier, I guess we're going to call him that. That's my son. We had a pretty interesting day here. We had a stray dog. It belongs to a house down behind us, down below. And he was just hanging in our yard. He wouldn't leave. He sat and laid with us, played with us. And, oh, cool. Ava's here. She says hi. So, look, we can type back. Sorry, guys. This is our very first time doing YouTube Live. We're just figuring things out. So there's going to be some stutters today. Cool. Hi, Ava. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I assume Richard's with you. I know we had a couple people messaging and texting and say that they're actually going to watch a later stream of this. So it'll probably be a small crowd while we're live. But that's okay. We're officially at the 2 o'clock hour. So I guess we can get started.
Time to drink.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Day Drinking with Bilbo and my co-star Alyssa. For those of you that are unfamiliar, who said some? What is up? Hey, Richard, how's it going? We did this whole series in April where I day drink every day, and then Alyssa joined in for most of the episodes too when she wasn't working. And it was just a fun way to pass the time. And like any good series that ended before it got bad, which we did, we only did 30 episodes. We're doing a reunion special, so we brought the whole cast back. That's us. And more booze and more food. And today is special because drinks. Yes. So did you guys that are watching right now, did you print out your little note sheet that I provided? Or are you just hand writing some notes? Or are you just skipping the notes and you're just here to get sloshed? Either way, I mean, it's fine. We like getting sloshed too. So how do you type while you're watching us? I'm sorry, guys. This is really boring to watch. I'm trying to figure out the science behind all this. Is it like on a side part of your screen or something? You can answer whenever. Take your time. Slosh? Yeah, slosh. Mental notes. Oh, mental notes. I'm mental. Okay, cool. So what we're doing today is whiskey and candy. And it's technically, on the phone, typing on the phone. That's neat. Technically, it's 9 pairings today. So when we were doing the original class, it was 3 pairings. We picked one food item and paired it with 3 different alcohols. But today, because it's a special live reunion thing, we're doing kind of a total of 9 pairings. So do you guys have your candy and do you have your booze? We have it on the Roku, but have our phones open. Oh, that's neat. That's cool. So we could have done that too. Instead of trying to squint at that, we could just be chatting out here, but I'm not going to. Do you have your candies? So we're doing red vines. We have a whole tub of red vines over here. Huge tub of red vines. We got our Snickers bars right here. Little Snickers, yeah. And then we got our sour punch straws. 4 whiskeys today. For us personally, remember I told you that you needed your Irish whiskey, your blended whiskey, and it could be Canadian or American. We're using American today. And then a bourbon whiskey. So our Irish whiskey, we've actually done on the show before. It's the Sexton single malt. Absolutely delicious and stunning. For our American blended, it's the Tin Cup, which is amazing as well. And then, we got a little, so we're outside if you couldn't tell from there. And there's these little like silkworm things that come down from the trees. So we got one on this. So anyway, bourbon, we're doing our Jim Beam's traditional stuff. So cool. We're going to get this started. Hope you have water to drink. Yeah. Because you want to rinse. And in fact, I'm going to take a rinse first because I already kind of sampled some whiskey. I had to make sure the glassware was set up properly. Yeah. So we're going to start with the Irish whiskey. And the way this is going to work is you're going to take a sip of the Irish whiskey. Then you're going to try a red wine, another sip of the Irish whiskey. You're going to rinse, do it all over again with the Snickers, rinse, do it all over again with the sour punch straws. And then we're going to move on to the blended. Cool. Hydro flasks are full. Excellent. Ours too. So we've got Richard and Ava watching, which is kind of cool because we're actually doing something really neat today. We're using our brand new glassware that arrived in the mail today as a birthday gift from Richard and Ava. So thank you guys. We appreciate these. They're really cool. I'm going to pan down real quick so you can see how they lean. Here, look at that. Pretty neat, right? So those are really awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Did I just mix up the order? No, I didn't. That's Irish. Okay, so starting with the Irish whiskey, taking that sip. They did get here quick. You're up on Irish. Yeah.
Too.
Super quick. Oh, and then you have to pass me the red vines. They're so far away from me right now.
Here, let me pass it before I take a sip.
Get your Irish whiskey sip, and then let's get those red vines in. We love red vines because they're fat-free, so that means they're good for you, right? A bite of my red vine. Whiskey and candy. It's kind of weird, right? But let's see. Okay, so before we move on, let's talk about the red vine real quick. I'm not actually going to write notes. I'm just going to talk. You guys can write notes. What did you think? First off, we love this Irish whiskey. It's expensive. This is not like your cheap stuff. And let us know what you're drinking too. If I know you guys, it's Jameson. But if you ever get a chance to try the Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey,
that's really good.
And, you know, this is a 750 milliliter bottle. It doesn't look like it. It looks really tiny, but it's a super good, yummy whiskey. I
actually really like that.
With the red vine?
Yeah.
Did we try this yet?
Done the straw?
Yeah. Almost, because why not? Day drinking. That was kind of cool.
Irish whiskey's gonna taste like licorice.
Oh, it'll be fine. Jameson, Seagram 7, okay, and Jim Beam Black. Nice. That's what Richard and Dave are drinking. So I like it with the red vine.
Yeah, it was good.
The red vine's kind of sweet. Let us know what you think, guys. As we're talking, just type and we'll read it eventually. I dug that. That was a neat combo that I did not think would remotely work. Yeah. What are you doing?
If I hit scroll down,
no, it'll scroll on its own.
Oh, will it?
Who says at least you purchased a small package of red vines? Thank you, Mr. Logistics. Who's Mr. Logistics? Hi, thanks for watching. We appreciate you being here. So don't forget to rinse.
Oh.
Mellow the whiskey quite a bit for me. Yeah, definitely. Richard, I'm going to agree with you on that one. So Irish whiskey's pretty mellow anyway. It's pretty smooth. But, it's my dad. Hi. I thought you guys weren't watching today. Hi. Welcome. Irish whiskey's pretty tasty by itself, but it's pretty... it's mostly mellow, in my opinion. But that candy kind of creamed it for me, if that makes any sense. Hi, Matt. Who's Matt? Oh, Matt. Oh, crap. My brother's here. Hi. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Cool. So Irish whiskey and red vines, we dug. Don't forget to rinse. Did you rinse? We rinse. You want another sip of that? And then we're moving on to Snickers next. You got your Snickers bar? Remember, if you're allergic to peanuts, I said Milky Ways was totally awesome. Tried Kirkland Irish whiskey with the red vines. Ooh, Kirkland. How is their Irish whiskey? I like all Kirkland alcohol. I've never had a bad one, I don't think. So, yeah. But I don't believe I've tried their Irish whiskey. I'm excited to hear your opinion on that one. We're moving on. We've got Irish whiskey and Snickers. Is anyone out there allergic to peanuts and not doing the Snickers and doing the Milky Way? Shout it out so that we know. And because I'd be interested in that opinion too.
I haven't had Snickers in forever.
Well, all right. Kirkland is what's up. Yeah, it is. Okay, what's your opinion on that before I shout out mine?
So that I like the red vines better with it. It brought out like more of a peanutty. Like I really
the peanuts and the Snickers like punch you in the face with this Irish whiskey. If anyone else agrees, disagrees, please argue in the comments there. I point because it's over there on our screen. Sorry guys. I've already had a little bit to drink today because it's Memorial Day week. And yeah, I had a Michelada with lunch. I think that's acceptable. But then I did sample some of the whiskeys while I was setting up and waiting for Alyssa to come out and join. We actually had a dog here, I mentioned. And so I didn't want to leave the dog unattended. So one of us always had to stay out here because we have no way. We're on a mountain. No way to close the dog in anywhere. I'm not letting it in the house. So I was out here just drinking with the dog. Peanut buttery taste.
Yeah.
Dude, totally. Oh my goodness.
Like
Ava liked the Snickers more. That's really interesting. Nice. Peanut buttery taste. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit because
I guess that makes sense.
And I think it's because Irish whiskey is naturally creamy and mellow, and that's giving you that buttery aspect to it. Super tasty. I dig it. Thanks for mentioning peanut butter flavor. didn't like what it did to the whiskey after the bite. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't care for the Snickers after the bite.
And with the red vines, I feel like it didn't.
No, I mean, I
that
used
much
it
of
as
a
a
difference.
freaking straw. It was a good time. Make sure to rinse before we move on to the sour punch straws. Now, I'm going to warn you right now. We tried sour candy and gin, I think, in one of the pairings.
Oh, yeah.
And it was terrible. It was the worst thing on the planet. So I do not, I'm not speaking on behalf of the sour candy as it relates to whiskey. And I make no claim that this is going to taste good. All right. So I'm going to open a red sour punch. These are my favorite sour candy because they're individually wrapped. So it helps portion control. I literally open about 20 of these in a sitting and eat them. Portion control. What? Who says what?
Yes,
I cheated and just had
Matt.
Snickers with screwball. That is cheating. Get out. You're done. So
That sounds really good.
can everybody read this? Somebody answer yes or no. Can you all read the chats? Because I don't know, and I don't want to repeat. Strawberry sour straws, nice. So Matt, if you can't read it, Matt said, I cheated and just had Snickers with screwball peanut butter whiskey, which we do drink here. It's way too sweet for me. She loves it. Had it with the Irishers. Yes, we can. Yeah. Oh, then I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to have my sour. Okay. Now, Ava, you said these are strawberry. Is that really what they are? I thought they were cherry.
So I actually weirdly taste strawberry, like when drinking.
Is it because I said it though?
No, and that's why I don't know. I taste the strawberry flavor once I took that second sip, and I don't know if it's because you said it or the fruit flavor really kind of came out more. That was weird.
So what's your opinion on that pairing though?
Oh, I liked it actually.
Which is weird because it was so bad with the gin.
I think it's because it was gin and gin,
right?
Like floral and
right. But alcohol, I mean, I really did not expect that to taste remotely good.
Yeah, I like that one. And
I did enjoy that. Okay, so we're talking just Irish whiskey right now. We've done red vine Snickers and sour punch straws or whatever sour candy you had. If you had a different sour candy, if you didn't get the straws, let us know because I'm always curious. Sour candy overpowered any flavor profile. Oh, dude, 100%, Matt, 100%. The whiskey became a vessel for the sour candy as opposed to the candy becoming I love sour punch kids or sour patch kids. Those are good. Definitely good tang, Ava. That was so not something I thought I would enjoy. I'm glad that we went that route. Let us know out of the three, what was your absolute favorite? Red vine, Snickers, or sour punch? For me, it was the red vine.
Mine too.
Yeah, red vine. Let's see what they say while I rinse for our next pairing.
Oh, we finished off the Irish whiskey too.
Whoops. Guess we'll have to pour more. All right. So we're going to move on while you tell us all of your stuff. We're going to be moving on to our blended whiskey. Now, we went American. American, Canadian, it doesn't really matter. A blended whiskey is a blended whiskey is a blended whiskey. Wow, Snickers. Are you kidding? That's 2 for Snickers. Wow. And let's see what Richard says. Have to go. Hey, we got one on our side. Joel, the eating the whiskey tastes a lot better. Yeah, I agree. So spot on for me, Richard. But you guys are not wrong. Okay, I want to make that clear. Like I say in every video, your palate's your own. If one of you likes Snickers, one of you like none of them, one of you like sour, that's all okay. Don't let us tell you what to like. All right, I rinsed. Did you rinse? Mm-hmm. Going on to our blended whiskey in our super cool glass. So real quick, I guess you can drink that tin cup whiskey. I'm serious, you. If you ever get a chance to get a bottle of this stuff, first off, they put a 2-ounce shot glass built into the thing. It comes with it. That's one of the finest blends ever. All right, going on to red vines. I won't say anything. What do you think? Well, see, there's one of those little green. Can you see that guy? He just came down on my hand. So they're not actually silkworms. They're oak crawlers, oak fallers. Oak leaf fallers. That's what they're called. and they eat the oak trees that are above us. But the wind blows them down, and they like spiders. They have a little string that they attach, and they glide down. Very interesting. Holy smokes, malt whiskey from Big Fat Pasture Spirits in Loveland. Okay.
Have a deep,
Peat smoked barley from so.
I agree with you, Richard.
Matt, is that more of a Scotch then? What's happening over there? Just like before, it actually makes the red vines have a deep cherryish flavor, dude. Totally, and that combo was such an explosion in my mouth too. The red vine with the blended whiskey, that was delicious. I love that one. Matt, I want to hear more about this whiskey that you just drank, and send me a bottle. Oh, Ava agrees. See, I feel like while taste is subjective, we're all pretty much riding down the same track. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day today. I hope you guys are having good weather where you're at too. We're in the super low 70s. Yeah. It said 69 was the high, but it's like 72. And it's just gorgeous up here. You can hear the birds chirping and stuff. And all right,
everybody's up here.
Moving on to Snickers, right?
Yeah.
I would agree, and I'm a huge Seagram 7 guy. And it's so funny because I never really cared for it back in the day, but I don't know if it's cost effective, makes me happy, but I like it. Kentucky Walker Bourbon, Canadian Ridge, and Tom Horn. I love Tom Horn Irish whiskey. That's tasty stuff. All right. So the Snickers with that. Go ahead. I'll let you talk first.
I feel like I got more peanut butter out of that one than
peanut buttery.
Than the Irish whiskey. It's almost like drinking the screwball peanut butter. Mm-hmm. That was weird. That was really
and I don't know if you're gonna get that effect, Matt, with the smoke. I'd be interested to try that though. Did you see what he's saying about that? You were right. Technically, it's not Scotch because it's made here. What'd that be then? Scotch style, in the style of Scotch. It's like, for those of you that don't know, and those of you that watch this later, bourbon used to only be able to be made in Kentucky, and they were real special about that. And then a bunch of distillers everywhere said, we want to make bourbon too. So the laws changed, and you can make bourbon anywhere now, as long as you're in America. For those of you that drink Jack Daniels, one of my favorite stories to tell that, because it's such a douchey thing. They wanted to make bourbon, but they couldn't because they were in Tennessee. So they created a whole new branding of whiskey called Tennessee whiskey. It's bourbon, okay? Jack Daniels is bourbon. Don't be fooled. What do we got happen? Kentucky. Well, okay, wait, I read that. Good salty peanut butter. Yes, absolutely. It was definitely bomb. I agree. More intense peanut butter flavor. Yeah. And there you go. He said it added a smokiness. So while Matt is over here already drinking something that's probably a little smoky, we kind of all got to join you. And I would have to assume that's the roasted peanuts. Yeah. That's kind of doing that whole thing. All right, what are we doing? Oh, we're doing sour punch now with the blend. So I have a sticker on mine to differentiate because I put lemon in my water. And she absolutely hates it, but I can't drink just plain water. It tastes disgusting to me. So that's so she doesn't make the face that you've all seen before. Red vines with the smoky campfire. Feeling my wallet was meh. Okay. Both flavor. Yeah, I would imagine they clash. Yeah. Snickers, however, was killer. What'd you do? Did you already drink this?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to start all over again. You need another sour punch. Here, have another sour punch.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rinse and start all over again. Snickers, however, was killer. Mellowed out the. Okay, cool. Okay, so we are doing the blended whiskey, whether you're doing American or Canadian, or the weird in the style of Scotch, one that Matt's doing that sounds absolutely amazing. And we're moving on to sour punch straws with that. I'm doing blue. All right, Ava, what flavor is it? Because they don't say. It's just a color. Let me know.
I realized I totally had blue in the first one. I said it tasted like strawberry. So it really was the mention of strawberry that made me taste that.
Nope. See, remember when I said can't guarantee stuff's going to taste good? Not a fan. Oh, you got a strawberry pack. All right. Well, that's okay. I guess you can't answer that. And perhaps it's just the blue, but I did not care for that pairing. But you had a different color just now, so what did you think?
Actually, it didn't. It mellowed out the whiskey a little bit, but
bad tang. Bad tang for me. I didn't like it.
It wasn't too bad for me. It wasn't my favorite.
Matt, chime in with yours in the style of Scotch. And then, Alan, I want to hear about the Canadian Ridge because I think you're the only one doing a Canadian blend that's watching live. Slightly better than okay. And the smokiness of the whiskey don't go very well. Yeah. And like before, it didn't taste sour at all. Oh, see, I just got like I don't ever want to do that again. Sour patch and blended whiskey, not a thing. Now with the Irish whiskey, I was cool with it. And I know I'm going to like it with the bourbon because who doesn't like anything with bourbon? All right. Talking about our blended whiskey, American, style of Scotch, Canadian, whatever you're drinking, red vine, Snicker, sour punch straws. What was your favorite?
I like the Snickers, actually.
I'm going to agree with that. Snickers on this one for me. So fascinating that like smoky. I mean, like everybody said, it was just this delicious flavor for me. Wow.
Snickers.
We still have some of this one.
Nice.
But there's bottles over here. I'll pour you more. I know we're almost out of the tin cup. We're so sad, but we do have a bottle of Seagram's in the house. It's got to be the roasty toasty peanuts. Yeah. So Ava's sticking by the Snickers. Matt's going Snickers. Okay, Alan, we're waiting on your chime in on your favorite of these three. I like the red vine. So you're using Swedish fish with the bourbon and the Snickers with. Oh, so you're only doing 3 pairings.
Okay.
I understand. You're not doing 9 pairings. I'm like the Sour Patch with the bourbon. Okay. All right. So chime in on the Canadian Ridge. Is it a tasty Canadian whiskey? I don't believe I've had that one. Or maybe I have at your house. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've been to your house. Like March 13th. We did the math. March 13th was the last time I was at your house. All right. We're moving on to bourbon. Remember, we're drinking Jim Beam over here. Whatever bourbon you're drinking is A-okay. Let us know if you haven't already. Make sure you type it so people watching later can also see what you're drinking. Oh, you're just, okay. Fair enough. I like Jim Beam. I know it gets, it's a lower shelf, blah, blah. No, Jim Beam's tasty for the money, and it's a perfect day drinker. All right. Red vine first. Oh, I'm out of red vine. You still have red vine.
I do.
I'm going to get some more red vine. For the bourbon, I'm drinking another from Big Fat Pasture Spirits in Loveland. Wanted to support locals. Absolutely. Always support local. It's their Soul Searching Bourbon Whiskey. That sounds tasty. I like bourbon. It's no Kessler. That's bad. Yes, absolutely. So here's my general rule. If it comes in a plastic bottle, it's for cleaning, not drinking. For real. All right. Red vine with bourbon.
Except doesn't Seagram's come in a plastic bottle?
No. Oh, shit. Seagram's comes in a plastic bottle. I like Seagram's. Sue me.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, this didn't really do anything for me. It's not that I didn't like it. I mean, I'm eating it. But there was nothing lovely about that one. Spiciness. Oh, I want to try that one. So just mail me some bottles. Bathtub swill. So on that subject, before we move on, or while you guys are still drinking, every couple of months, maybe 3-4 months, we buy a giant bottle of vodka. You know the one. It's plastic and on the bottom shelf at the grocery store. Not even pop-off. It's the one next to the pop-off, okay? And I always explain myself to the cashier. I say, I use it for cleaning. We don't drink this. And I feel like every time I go to buy it, I have to buy other alcohol too to show that I do understand alcohol and quality. But we buy this big bottle. What we do is we put it in spray bottles and add a little like lavender oil or lemon tree oil, whatever. It's Febreze. That's what it is. But it's natural. And it's a great use for shitty vodka. All right, what do we got? I missed a bunch of stuff. Canadian Ridge is good. No VO, yeah, okay. Red wine brings out a little, rather just drink the bourbon. Well, I mean, obviously, yeah. Makes the bourbon more intense. See, for me, I'll agree with that, but not in a good way. It brought that bourbon
weird taste to it.
burnout. Yeah, I didn't care for it. And a more bite to the bourbon. Yeah, okay, Richard's on board. Deep fruitful. Yep. Oh, I remember you blogged this one. Oh, yeah, about the vodka as the cleaner. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I did do that. All right, let me rinse, and then we're moving on to Snickers with our bourbon. This is super cool. Are you guys having fun for the first live? I'm probably only live thing because I hate doing live stuff. I'm having a good time, though. All right, Snickers?
I'm first.
Okay, you first. I have to open my Snickers anyway and prepare. Oh, I eat entirely too much. Yeah, I remember. That's so fun. I don't know. I like that one. Yeah.
That's actually really good.
What do you guys think about bourbon and Snickers? Day drinking. Yeah, absolutely. We love day drinking. Forgotten how bad I blew my face earlier. So, for those of you reading the comments and not paying attention, so Richard does live stream, and Richard, I'm gonna screw all this crap up, so you can correct me in comments later. Something to do with video games, but he also does food stuff. And I don't do the video game thing, so I don't watch it. I'm sorry I don't support you, Richard, but know that I'm supporting you emotionally. But he posted earlier today that he wanted to do this live class with us at 2, so he had to move his Twitch stream today to 11 a.m. With hot wings. He was doing something with hot wings at 11 a.m. Or 10 a.m. I don't remember. You can correct me in the comments. And someone was commenting on his post. He's like, wow, you're doing hot wings this early in the day. That's brave. And thank you, Richard, for saying that it's because you wanted to be here with us. I appreciate it. And you're doing something else later today, I think, too, after this one, right? I forgot. Snickers and bourbon is my new favorite dessert. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Like, I want to maybe pour the bourbon over some Snickers ice cream would be probably pretty delicious. Totally mellowed out of the bourbon. Yep. Drastically more smooth. Dude, you nailed it right there. That bourbon just became this yummy, velvety thing on my palate. And it's so weird because I don't like that peanut butter whiskey. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite thing because it's so overtly sweet.
I can't drink a lot of it.
But this combo was good.
Yeah, I think I could probably drink more if I was doing this type of pairing.
Yeah. Maybe we should just have Snickers and bourbon all the time.
Okay.
But we do have one more pairing to do before we actually decide that. Oh, pay-per-view later. With coffee, ice cream, crumpled Snicker. Yeah, okay, I'm on board. Boozy peanut butter treat, 100%. Love my boozy peanut butter treat. We're doing sour now, right? Bourbon and sour. Make sure I don't drop any wrappers. Trying to keep nature naturey. Yeah. Single screwballs of dessert. I agree.
That's what I tend to do for dessert.
And even then, though, I mean, I can only really handle a sip of that. It's just too sweet. It's like the sweet margaritas. I don't really care for those either. Best of the sour ones. Yeah. Matt, I agree 100%. Pour screwball over vanilla ice cream. Okay, that sounds good too. As far as sour and bourbon, and I think it's because bourbon's sweet. And everybody goes, no, whiskey not sweet. Yes, bourbon's sweet. It really is. I promise you, bourbon's sweet. It's from the corn. And so you get that sweet and sour kind of dance happening on your palate. It's really fun. I dug that one. did I dig it the best though? What was your favorite of the? So we did bourbon with red wine, Snickers, and sour punch straws. That's this is the toughest one actually for me.
Yeah, because I actually really enjoyed the sour. I was about to say Sour Patch Kids. The sour one.
The sour punch straws.
With this bourbon, but
Ooh.
I think the Snickers took it.
So sorry, Alan's talking about he's got the Black Cherry Stillhouse whiskey to pour over ice cream. Whiskey sweet and orange is salty. Hey, there you go. Right? You know what I mean? Only sour combo I enjoyed. Yep. That was tasty. So I'm sorry, what was your favorite?
I have to say Snickers, even though the sour I think is a really, really close second.
I'm gonna say the sour for this one.
Okay.
Which, interestingly enough, means that each candy won a round for me. The red vines took round 1 with the Irish whiskey.
Snickers.
The Snickers took round 2 with the blended whiskey. And for me, the sour punch straws took round 3 with the bourbon whiskey. Now, here's where we get really tricky, guys. Really super tricky. Wait, Ava says the Snickers for her. You've been on Snickers all day. Didn't care for last sip after the sour. Interesting. Richard didn't dig that one. I think I'm going to go with Snickers again as well. But yes, Alyssa, super close second for sour. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Here's the trickiest question of all, guys. You've had 9 pairings now. Of the 9, what was your absolute favorite pairing? Go. What was yours?
I'm going to say the 10 cup with Snickers.
The blended whiskey with the Snickers? I am honestly actually going to agree with you.
Wow.
We actually agree on this one. Fist bump that. Look at that. All right. What do you guys think? Snickers on this round? Oh, you already said that. Oh, wait. Yes, listen, maybe my cheeks. Like salty and savory. Yes, you do. All right. Snickers and Seagrams. Okay. So Snickers and a blended for Ava, which is definitely a tasty blend. Yeah. I'm not even going to argue with that one. Snickers with my bourbon. Oh, really? Okay. Little sweet and salty with the peanut there. Nice. And seriously, send me a bottle of all the stuff you had today. Jim Beam Black with the Snickers. Both pop from. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I love Jim Beam Black, by the way. Yeah. I wish the bottles weren't so expensive. Occasionally I find them at Stater Brothers where they'll come down to like $11.99, $12.99, and then I'm like, yeah, I absolutely have to get it. But the regular is $17.99, and it's I say it's a small bottle. It's 750 milliliters. Okay, it's the same size bottle as this one, but for some reason, I can't. I don't know. I guess I drink too much because that seems like such a tiny bottle to me. Bourbon and Snickers. Okay, Canadian Snickers from Mom. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. That's reasonable. Who do we hear from? We got everybody, right? Everybody that's doing live. So you guys that are watching this after the fact, make sure you comment because I get notifications. I want to know what you think too of all these pairings. Mm-hmm. Cool. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? No? No, thank you so much for coming to our live reunion special.
I kind of want to do another one.
I mean, what do you want to drink now? Maybe we'll do another live special next week and we'll see what happens. This was cool though. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate nice backdrop. I assume you mean nice backdrop. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous here. We had to kind of rearrange our patio area because we got an umbrella, which is why we are actually not going like this and squinting. We got an umbrella for our table. So we had to move it around because it was interfering with the lights that I strung up. So this is actually really nice. But I mean, look at my view. How can you go wrong here?
It's beautiful up here right now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Now, there are a lot of people up here right now.
Thank you, Richard. I was about to do that.
Ella. It's a Rihanna song. There's a lot of people up here this weekend, guys. We drove past the lake when I went to grab lunch today, and dude, there's like thousands of cars around our lake. So people are getting out. About half of them, I'd say, had masks on, and about half of them didn't. It's no longer required in San Bernardino County, but I personally still wear one when I go out because I don't care what a board of supervisors of the city that have no medical background say until the CDC or WHO comes back and says, you know what, masks aren't the thing. I'm just going to wear mine when I go out. So in the meantime, we're quarantining still. Restrictions are kind of getting lifted here in San Bernardino. We're still being careful. I can do weddings up to 10 people right now, Wow, could you imagine? So I imagine it's
cheaper.
probably okay to do like a family gathering, maybe up to 10 people. If I can have a wedding with 10 strangers, why can't I have family over? So we're probably going to jump on that sooner, but still maintaining 6 feet, because even family can get you sick. So um but Tyler's been here for a couple weeks this round. He comes for a few weeks at a time, 2 to 3 weeks at a time during quarantine, because he can do schooling from here, which is super awesome. We love it. And he's actually a pretty good bartender. He pours drinks for us. So you should see Lowe's and Home Depot. You can't get in the parking lot. Oh, believe me, we went to the grocery store to grab lunch today.
Well, we went to Ace, but we went to Ace at like 8.
Oh yeah, Ace Hardware was packed. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. The weather's nice and people are getting out and doing stuff. But as always, we end these things with making sure that you wash your hands, stay 6 feet away from strangers. And if you go out, do be careful. I know masks aren't required in every county anywhere, but we're still wearing ours. So please do be careful. You so bougie. Yeah. Only on a 6 feet thing long after quarantine's over. Yeah, I don't like people either. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We appreciate you. We hope you had a good time. We hope you enjoyed all of the classes through April, and then this special reunion thing. Maybe we'll do it again. We'll see. We hope you are being safe out there. And dude, like seriously, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one. And I have to click end again. Yes.